Okay, I need the price to go up. I can't take this anymore.
I mean, you'll laugh, but I think I'm Paris Hilton. I think I'm the new Paris Hilton. I'm obviously a much more...
Every day I'm checking the price and it's dipping. Every day I check the price, bad price.
They don't like to see you succeed.
I can't take this anymore, man. I have overinvested by a lot. It is what it is, but I need the price to go up.
They don't like you having the upper hand. They don't like you being confident in yourself.
Can devs do something?
Let's talk about the man who has been blessing our timelines for the past few weeks on crypto Twitter, and that man is Hard Rock Nick.
I will be dropping it like it's hot in my Louis V wallet.
I need you to understand that we gotta stop wifing.
With my Louis V lifestyle.
I feel like I didn't realize who he really was. My phone was filled up with all his videos. I don't really know who this man is, so I guess that a few of you guys don't know who this man is either. So let's get into it and let's see how he became pretty legendary, if you ask me, in the crypto space. So before we jump in, I actually want to ask you for a little favor. Right now I don't have any subscribers. I had gained one in the last video and then I lost one at the same time. So you would really help this channel out if you would leave a subscribe and a like and a comment. This YouTube career thing is a journey. I hope you guys are willing to take that journey with me. So I found a few things and it doesn't really surprise me. It doesn't. Hard Rock Nick, his real name being allegedly Ali Ashley Jash. And one of the videos that I found immediately when I was searching for his past was his wedding video.
Let me see. Woo! Ali Bola! Check that calf! Woo!
I need a rep
Because they're putting up a show.
How about that? I'm not gonna believe in it.
Is that what you said, Mr.?
I don't believe it, of course.
Look at the camera.
I don't believe
His
it.
videos, you can definitely see that he was a different character. He was much softer. Right now he's very extroverted, but I feel like his heart got broken. So in 2019, Drew Gooden and Danny Gonzalez actually posted a video.
They were always dating Hard Rock Nick.
They were always dating this guy.
Yeah, the more you look at his Instagram pictures, and especially his YouTube videos, you start to realize that everything he's bragging about is not true.
He takes a lot of pictures of cars at the dealership. This one says #buying.
Just roasting the hell out of Hard Rock Nick. They really went in and that video got a lot of views. So I looked at the video and they were talking about the hotel that Hard Rock Nick owns. One thing that really stood out to me was this part.
So he's saying he's staying at the Hard Rock in Las Vegas. One could only assume that he's saying that that's the hotel that he owns. He's nowhere to be found on the Wikipedia page for the Hard Rock Hotel.
Well, I mean, it's Wikipedia, so it could be wrong.
They go to the Wikipedia of the hotel that they think Hard Rock Nick is owning at that moment. They cannot find his name anywhere. And what they say after that is
people could be deleting it because they're jealous
so
women.
there was this Twitter user who popped up in 2019. His username was DeepToadBDN and he was actually exposing like a lot of things about Hard Rock Nick. You should really check that post off if you're very interested in what he had to say about Hard Rock Nick, because there was a lot to say about Hard Rock Nick. So one of the things that he also exposed onto Twitter was the fact that Hard Rock Nick was out here editing the Wikipedia of his ex-wife. On February 11, 2019, DeepToadBDN tweeted out the following. So I was just tipped off that Ali has repeatedly tried to edit Catherine Wikipedia page in an attempt to shame/gaslight her. Try to spot his edit in the screenshots. And here you can see the edited page, and this last part, so this whole long thing, was actually what he wrote. And then if we go a little bit down below, we can see that he tweeted after that, if that wasn't shitty enough, he has tried several times. Here's the edit history of the page, showing a consistent 1600 character addition and removable happening over and over. Here you can see the 1600 characters that he has added in, and here you can see that it has been deleted, edited, deleted, and it goes on for 2 days.
People could be deleting it. And
not only that, after the divorce, he actually went to her house and like messed the whole place up and also laid a dump. in her sink. Why would you do that? Like, who with the same mind would say like, hey, let's shit in the sink? Who would say that? Like, how does your ass even go up there? Like, how? I have to say that these are all allegedly things that he have done, because he did say in an interview that he was not guilty of all of this behavior.
About you. Are you saying that those were fabricated?
I'm saying that a lot of it is not factual. It's exaggerated. It's presented in a way to make me look like a real sink. Absolutely not.
I would just, let that be for what it is. Breakups can really hurt, and that's such a thin line between love and hate. We all know that. Like, you can switch up from being one moment like super happy with your partner, like super loved and stuff like that, to the other moment being so angry because they didn't do the dishes. For example, there's so many little things that can trigger this love into hate, like real fast, real quick. You change your persona a little bit because that person who left person also took like a little part of you with them. So there are people like Matthew Hussey.
Work for as long as possible. But these things don't always represent progress. If they only represent distraction, then there'll be a momentary relief from this person, but they won't be a long-term solution to moving on from this person.
Who gave like good advice out there, like how you can handle a breakup very maturely, like the things you can do. It's safe to say that Hard Work Nick did not watch his videos at all. He misunderstood the whole challenge of
don't have girlfriends like me. Why is it that girls will date a guy that has half my wallet, half my dick, half my car, half my bank, half my personality?
This character, this persona that's just so outspoken. I really feel like that divorce had really an impact on his behavior. That woman took a little piece of his heart with her. But I do not know him by any means, so I cannot say that that's a fact, of course. But that's just what I would assume. After he created this persona, he actually went to YouTube and went to share this persona with all of us. He went to blast the internet a little bit.
I will be dropping it like it's hot.
He posted his first video in 2013, and we got to see a little glimpse of what was about to come, or what he was about to become. You see him flexing with his LV,
in my Louis V wallet, with my Louis V lifestyle,
with his iPod Touch, with his Nike shoes, custom made.
I'm rocking my $200 Nike Air Maxes that you can't get because they're custom.
Like, when he said that, my mind went immediately to 2013. I was like, stop, hold it. I actually asked my mom for those shoes, and she didn't have the money to pay them. But I damn well know that everyone could make custom shoes on Nike very early. They were like very early in the game. Weird flex, but okay, I will take it. So he really tried to become this kind of legend with very masculine energy, very alpha looking energy, like not really alpha, honestly. Like, I think in his vision he had a thought about how the world was going to perceive.
You're 5'11" and Mike Catherwood's 5'11".
Yeah, 5'10".
You weren't 1 inch lower. You were way lower than him.
I know.
You're not 5'11". You're like 5'8". Maybe. You just do this weird little exaggeration thing.
The thing is, when you're insecure within yourself, the world will see through that as well. And that's not a bad thing. I think everyone has a little bit of insecurity. But if you're screaming so loud, there must be something that, is making you scream that loud.
To make a $40,000 deposit from a house flip with a custom polo shirt, big polo, Alexander McQueen leather short.
Otherwise, you don't have to prove yourself that much, honey. You don't, and that's just a fact. A Twitter user by the name www.youtube posted a tweet about Hard Work Nick. Eventually got further retweeted, and it eventually caught Chrissy Teigen's eye. You responded a day later after the post was originally posted. Chris, this is all I can think about. I've searched every thread. My body is yearning for more Hard Work Nick content. I need more Hard Work. I feel like she had a little bit of a influence in his career. I don't think he would have popped up the way as he well, let me take that back.
Like, why wouldn't I blow up? I mean, you don't like me, but I'm a good-looking guy.
Because I think he would have popped off, because he's such a character. He has been the same way for years. Like, since 2013, he's been whacking the same, mentality. I also want to mention that Chrissy Teigen's tweet was even before Drew Gooden and Danny Gonzalez made that video. So I think they might have seen that tweet somewhere as well. I don't know. I think Chrissy, especially back in the time, had a lot of influence. And other YouTubers also started making videos about him. So after this whole Wise happened,
You know, Jeff, if it's gone soft, it's all because of the haters. It's all because they have gone out of their way to get everything reported, the account, the postings.
fell off. He kind of fell off. I have to say it. Like, Hard Rock Nick literally fell off for a second. That all changed this year. He actually regained his momentum. He actually really did. He became, once again, a living meme. And which place is the best place to become a meme? Twitter. Once again, he was hitting the Twitter feeds. He was blessing y'all's feet. So he was out here blessing our feeds one more time. That all brings us to today. This legend has risen up out of the ashes once again and is here to dominate yet another industry. And this industry is the crypto industry.
00101 001 000 011 01 001 011 00
I actually know him due to crypto Twitter. Hard Rock Nick has a Cameo. And Cameo, for the people who don't know, is basically a website where you can ask your favorite influencer to send you a message.
Where am I and where are you? I'm on the Cameo app shouting out your best friend. Where are you? Ordering a shout out so I can shout out your best friend. Book me now.
You pay them an amount of price and they make a video in return or whatever your demand is, you know, and whatever they offer. And he charges $30 for normal video and $150 if you're a company and you want a video for that company.
So this is his Cameo, where you can see that he has a few fans and then there is some reviews as well. Obviously people are still like actively ordering his cameos because otherwise I don't think you can leave a review behind. So it's pretty great to see him getting his guap out here, you know, really doing his thing. Like, look at Colin, even saying thanks, I was bored, you made my night better, shame you had to censor the word you did, but I get it, love you bro, keep up the good work.
Ask him on Instagram when it started. It started about 6 weeks ago, he said. People started paying him and making him read out things that they found on Twitter.
Okay, I need the price to go up. I can't take this anymore. You think it's funny to take screenshots of people's NFTs, huh? Property theft is a joke to you. I'll have you know that the blockchain doesn't lie.
And the person who actually introduced me, like through his timeline, to Hard Rock Nick was Redwell0x. And this Redwell even got like Hard Rock Nick to read out a white paper of Ethereum.
What Ethereum intends to provide is a blockchain with a built-in, fully fledged, Turing-complete programming language that can be used to create contracts.
You cannot deny that he doesn't bring a smile to your face, especially when you just see him randomly like in the timeline saying things like this.
DX6000, DXY10, BTC 100K, ETH 20K. Biden the nursing home, Sat Start to prison, China to Mars, Marin back to Dubai. Screen cap this.
And we all know that within this crypto space, and especially on crypto Twitter, we like to cope with memes. And nowadays, I must say that he is really getting that guap. You know, everything he was saying, I feel like that was a form of manifestation.
Acting as if. Okay, so what this means you are currently living your life as if you have already achieved and reached all of your goals and dreams right now in this present moment.
Where you visualize it, but also like live out your dreams as if you have them at that moment.
Look at all the richest men in the world, which I'm one of. I have 20 million in the bank, no bullshit, Google it. Suck on my fucking test.
Getting paid by companies to make these videos, these cameos.
Can devs do something? Oh, guess what? Devs finally did something. Since I'm in the chat, every day I check price. Good price. With good utility? Yes! Hard Rock Nick, and you know I'm rich. You know how I got it? Have you ever heard about Avest? No? Well, now you have. Tired of losing money in buggy DeFi 3.0 smart contracts, Anon?
He's getting paid by crypto Twitter till this day. Yeah, and I actually asked him, like, were you already invested within this space before, like, this thing became a meme? And he was like, yeah, actually it was 7 weeks before. Let's get to my conclusion of Hard Rock Nick. So the thing about him is that he did so many shit in the past. He is a legend for the right things, but also for the very wrong things as well at the same time. You cannot say that this man is changing up his character, like, very much, especially in the videos. Like, you see this red line through all his videos.
Whether it's a name, a face, or place, your brain trusts the familiar. In fact, it's hardwired to do so.
When you see or hear something you recognize, it activates the parietal and occipital lobes in your brain and releases oxytocin, the feel-good molecule. But when confronted with something unfamiliar, the amygdala, your brain's danger detector, kicks into gear. This was key when our species was evolving thousands of years ago. The ability to quickly recognize friend or foe, familiar or unfamiliar, increased our chances of survival.
And one thing that we as humans like is when we are familiar to something, we create a bond without knowing that we are creating a bond at that moment with that person, because they are just being them. So he's not afraid to own his opinions and really stand behind what he thinks. Sometimes that can be very toxic as well. Right now I still feel like it's still entertaining. It could turn 180 real quick, but right now let's keep it at that. It's just very entertaining. One thing we can all agree on is that this man is dedicated to getting his guap. Yeah, this was all an observation. I really want to know, like, when he started off with crypto and how he became this legend, and what is the best video that you have ever seen of Hard Rock Nick? Like, what video is your absolute favorite of all the memes out there of Hard Rock Nick? Let me know down in the comments, and I will see you next week. And next week we have a pretty interesting video, if you ask me myself. It's a little bit off topic of the, you know, related to finance things, but I think you guys will love it. It's about TP Baby 2000, and for the ones who don't know, he was a legend, he disappeared, and I am gonna find out, or well, at least try to find out what has happened to him. So if you're interested in that video, here's a preview, and I will see you next week. Bye bye. The year is 2020. You just realized that something crazy has happened to the world. You realize that you're stuck at home, and then you say, you know what, let me just download TikTok. And then you scroll through TikTok. Right as you go into the tunnel that is TikTok, you see a little bit of light shining through at the end of the tunnel. And that light is TP Baby